So the challenge for us was that we had a cohort of students that came mainly from non-English speaking backgrounds, and in our migration program, most of the students completing the program don't have a law background, and the purpose of the program is so that they can become migration agents, in which case they are actually needing to learn how to interpret and advise in relation to the migration legislation. So that was a huge challenge for us to work out how to make sure that our students are engaged and wanting to learn in this really intensive program that would have been incredibly challenging for them given their non-legal background and sometimes language challenges as well. So my approach was that I really wanted to make sure that we had a thriving learning community online, because from what I'd read about learning, it was really important for me to establish relationships with my students, learning relationships, so that they wanted to learn, wanted to engage, and that it was also important for them to get to know each other and build relationships with each other as well, so that we had this learning community where students would want to attend our online sessions because they knew they'd have a chance to interact with me and with their fellow students. Well, the outcomes were that we had really high attendance rates in our live online sessions compared to other online programs, and of course our qualitative and quantitative results in our second set surveys as well were always really positive. And I actually inserted a couple of specific set questions to enable me to measure whether students felt like I was including learning materials and learning strategies that helped them to actively engage with the materials, and their responses indicated to me that what I was doing was having a really positive impact on their learning and their desire to learn. Well, I guess if you are going to be teaching in a fully online course, given that studies show that student-teacher interaction and timely feedback is really important, I guess be prepared to put the time in to get to know your students, but also build structures in your online modules that enable students to get feedback and feel your presence as a teacher without actually having to be there 24/7. So for me, it was about posting pre-recorded little videos, checking on their progress in that way, making sure that they had feedback in the form of exemplar answers, and also, I guess, me just being really responsive to discussion board queries and emails as well.